1 minute and 5, 4. We got Dusty Desert Driver. This is also an audio test. We got Car Football King. This one's cool. Okay, yeah, maybe turn this mic up a little. Whoop, whoop, that's too much. Oh. Okay, so like it bounces to the yellow. I'll go with that. What's up? I'm Hype C. I play games, make games everywhere. And today I'm in Bangkok, Thailand for 2 weeks. So hopefully, yeah, I can be in the same place, and I'm gonna try to do some more live videos. Working on a game as always. So I thought today we can mess around with some of those games. Specifically, yesterday I spent a couple of hours trying to get a camera to rotate properly. And yeah, I got like halfway there, but still got a little bit more to do. And yeah, just part of making games. It's nice to make some improvements, and there's a bunch of like mechanics and things that I can work on or not work on, and I'm trying to balance that. So let's just jump into what I'm currently working on. We got Chicken Crossy Road, and I was able to get the spawning of the vehicles. That one looks a little bit too low, so I might have to fix that. They even have wheels that are moving or rotating. Then once we get this chicken egg, this isn't working properly, and that chicken is gone. I want the camera to be on the chicken, because if you get hit, it just looks really cool, I guess. I don't know how to say it other than that. Basically, the chicken gets flattened and flies off. So, autosave from the last time you saved your hype was 5/8. Today's 5/9. Okay, so I went ahead and cancel those dates. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, those. Sometimes some countries they put the dates backwards and stuff, so I always have to like take a deep look at the dates because I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, so right now the camera is attached, I believe. Take a look at it up here. Not set. That's kind of weird. What does it mean? How is the camera? Oh, it means it's set to the chicken. Oh, let's get hit by a vehicle and see if the camera moves. Okay, so the camera is. I think this is the bug, or maybe not. Let's just set it to the chicken, and then yeah, it's really high. And it's like moving. Oh, you know what? I think I have movements on the character. Camera initiate. So something's going on. I guess it's just going to be one of those days or moments where you know what I could do? I could load the previous saved version and see if that is more to my liking. Great thing that you can do. And somebody told me that they were having trouble saving their game, some kind of like metadata issue. Wi-Fi looks decent, could be better. They were having issues, and I told them if you get a meta issue when you're trying to save, that is like not good. But sometimes you can go back to the previous version, and that's a big deal. Huh? Bug me out of the way. It's better. So yeah, I spent a couple of hours trying to get these cameras to work. Let's make sure we're here. And yeah, let's take a look at these previous versions, see if we can't get one that's more to my liking. Oh, and also I want some background music. There we go. So when you load an older version, you do need to make sure you hit cancel or it will load your previous version. This also kind of makes me want to check my current version. I don't know why. This says I was doing something that, oh, you know what? What I was doing literally, what is that? An hour ago was getting a screenshot. It takes a lot to there. I haven't been live for a little bit to traveling. Okay, so yeah, there the camera is following that dude. Let's go back again. I think that was version 2 down. Version 3. Also, I've been doing more live streams on my TikTok, so check those out if you're curious. At Hyper Casual Games, I believe, or maybe Hyper Casual. Yeah, I think it's Hyper Casual Games. Yeah, so it's following the dude, the chicken, and I can't believe let me just see if I can. Go and take a look at some stuff. Game success, screen touch. Okay, this I don't believe is connected to anything. Oh, let's delete it. And this is for the top movement. And what I was working on is the rotation when you get to the other side and get the A, because that's like the goal of the game. Camera object storage, camera initiate. I'm not sure, like usually just doing this sets it to the camera. Maybe detach from parent. Okay, so I think I was. Yeah, okay, so I mean, obviously that's kind of a little whack, but what we're going for is that when you get hit, and I can make the arrow and things, yeah. Oh, you know what? I think there is a advanced scale mover. One of them is moving everything down. Move, let's follow this. line and it's going on the chicken. So it's gotta be chicken. Is it the stabilizer? No. There we go. On collision, move. So let's turn this one off. It honestly, I think it was working the other day, but it's not working now. So let's take a look. Yeah, why are you moving down like that here? Maybe let's turn it on and move it up. Yeah, okay, so that, I like that. Obviously that's way too much. So we can take this number, add it by 2 twice, and I mean, honestly, it doesn't even need to move. Let's see if we just set it, well, let's just turn it off. If I turn it off, I think last time it, oh, it keeps the previous setup. That's interesting. What if I just delete it? And there is no Y movement. Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit more. Oh, you know what? And everything still moves, so I should definitely turn off the movement. Where is the move? This is all the move stuff. And yes, let's go ahead. The chicken is a dynamic object, which means it can be affected by the physics of the world. Let's go on collision end, move, and I believe we're currently affecting that that's a 0. Check. Why are you moving all over like that? That's a little, I think, definitely the move. Screen touch. Oh, you know what? We also want, okay. I'm trying to use more broadcasters and broadcast listeners to help reduce the amount of lines going everywhere. Here we see a bunch of lines. Yeah, let's do that. So here, I believe on collision, all that stuff is affected, but on broadcaster, this should, yeah, there it is. Okay, so, and then it's on here. When this receives a signal touch, screen activation enabled off. So you can't move it anymore. Before, if even the game was over and you were touching the screen, I believe the character would move. Yeah. Reed still has like a movement going on. So this is off of a game called Chicken Royale, and in that game, when you get to the other side, the camera moves almost like a 180 around from where the chicken is. It's just a cool camera movement, and I was trying to and I was able to duplicate that using this box up here, but then the issue became keeping the physics, like keeping everything working properly in terms of there was movement when the camera moved, and then the chicken would move, and then they wouldn't be aligned, and then yeah, so that's what we're going to be messing with today. Over here we got spawning vehicles. or something. And over here is where these three vehicles are set up. Yeah, responding. They got wheels. They spin. The wheels spin in the correct direction. Got what are called add-ons over here that set up the wheel movement, which way they spin. And then I'll probably just do the same thing for this on the other side. But, and then, yeah, we got more vehicles. I kind of want to add a tank as well. Maybe I'll just do that right now because it's super easy to add. We can have the tank maybe move slower. And we got multiple tanks. Yeah, let's go with this one. Oh, this is a multi. Okay, so let me just go ahead and add that straight up. Oh, light tank or mortar tank? Or light tank. Kind of smaller than the other vehicle, so let's go up here. With scale, we should probably grab the wheels too. Up and hold, select multiple objects. Did I get the top? No, I didn't. And there's like probably separate pieces, and then we can just do this to make sure we got it all. And you can't update all the. I'm looking at the top right corner to make sure that the number is 2. That's and I'm just like touching my finger a little bit. To select it. So none of these have a parent. Go ahead and make that one the parent. These rotate. Yeah, they should be able to spin and rotate at the same time. Oh, way too close. And that's why we actually want to glue everything to the centerpiece. So that doesn't happen later. The items. So now we should be able to just select any of this, and that didn't work. Why did that not work? Oh, because that's not the parent. So like this would be a thing. Undo, and let's put the school bus down. Why is the school bus orange? And I got plans. I kind of want to add people in here. I think that could be cool. Go hit reset view. Okay, I've had like hours to try to think about this. Still not sure. So we got the chicken crossing the road. We want to move the camera. You know what? One, maybe let's have an object attached to the chicken. Yeah. And then we can try to rotate that object itself and not the object of the chicken. Let's go here. I was using this to try to create its own stuff. Okay, now let's grab this. And here we attach it to the chicken. We're gonna do base. Okay, so that object, fun, we saw it spin. and then made the chicken spin. I don't know if there's a way to connect it. What if I use like some kind of hinge or a joint? So right now I'm going to check out the wiki page for HiPipe and see if I can't get some more information on some of these joints work and if one of them might be possible. When in doubt, try to get some more information. Game Jam, tips and tutorials, no editor overview, that's what we want. Oh, I don't want all this. Maybe if I just type in joint. Okay. Maybe a wheel joint. We do want it to spin like a wheel. Here are some basics about joints. This is a video. Okay, so a hinge joint looks like it could be box has static. Location of the joint can be adjusted with the offset values of base. This might be good. Location of the joint is which the joint is visualized by the semi-transparent white sphere. Cool. I wonder maybe I can have two movements. Maybe you can just move the camera by swiping. Not as fun, whatever. The string joint will try to hold the relative space. Okay, so I don't think we want that. I wasn't sure which joint that was. String stiffness. Okay. I missed that. What was it about the hinge? Alright, you know what? I honestly just like making mistakes, I guess. So let's just try grabbing a joint. And we can add point to joint, hinge joint looks like it could be the best. Maybe I can have it attached to, okay, so here it's, oop. We gotta go into this and we gotta turn off this rotator thing. So now it doesn't rotate. That egg was a score system. I think, yeah, okay, the volume might be a little loud. I think it should be good. Okay, a little bit like that. Let's grab this hinge joint and attach here. Okay, and then we can attach here. the camera. Wait, where is it? There it is. Okay. And let's add a broadcast listener. And on signal receive. Hinge joint. Let's see what happens if we do motor target speed, motor max. These are angles. Let's see what happens if we just put 180. Slide enabled motor. Okay, so it's freaking out. It's freaking out. Okay. I might have to get back to this another day. Think about it some more. You know what? I'm talking to some people later today. Maybe I can ask them. So we'll take a break from trying to figure out how to spin the camera around once you get a point. I do want to keep some of these objects. Okay, cool. And let's go. Yeah, so we got these set of 3 cars that can spawn, and they even have motor sounds. Is our iPad audio working? No. And USB digital. Oh yeah, there you can hear it. If we just actually the cards look good. So right now we got 3. Eventually I want like a lot. And these are all set up here. So maybe we can just go through the process of setting this up. I guess I've been kind of delaying it because it's a little bit of a boring process. And I'm still trying to figure out like the long-term setup. Okay, so here we got the switch node. That, you know what? Let's add a broadcast listener. Well, this is the first lane. So maybe each lane will have a different listener to turn on the vehicles for the other lane. Yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Get this one, and this lane is going to be a double lane. Tap and hold to select multiple objects. And we got to go back there, go to the left, and we want to hit copy. Yeah, and that's a perfect copy. Yeah. Is there lanes in between, or is there like a white line? I think there is a white line. I don't drive that much. Hold on, let me see. I can see a highway like off in the distance. Yeah, no, it's like a 2-lane. I mean, I can only see 2 lanes. I can't see the 3, 4 lanes. I think there's a line. I think there's a line. Let's just go and add it. And we can grab this huge simple platform. Just make this white. Rotate it like so. Linear. 5.5. And let's try to set this in between. Oh crap, I lost it. Oh, need the Apple Pencil to get this. Yeah, I do kind of find it hilarious that I can't remember if they have lines. Well, to be fair, some countries they got nothing in between. Got nothing. They don't drive enough. I did drive in LA last month, so that was nice. I hadn't driven in a couple of years. Still a good driver. They say it takes like 10 years to become a basic driver like everybody on the road. I've been doing it. Technically, I've been driving since I was 14. Just stopped. I think that looks right, man. You know what? Highway. USA highway. When I don't know stuff, I go to the internet. And it's, well, images of an LA highway. Okay, let's take a look at this bad boy. Are the lines in between? Okay. Those dotted lines. Oh, so right now we have 2 lanes, but we're gonna do more. And then at the edge of the lane, there is a solid line. Look at that. Fun fact, you can find the answers to most of your questions. Yeah, and it's a little bit thicker too. Okay, so I think I'll make that line a little bit thicker. So not in the middle, that's what I saw. Now I have to find, there it is. Not in the middle, but on the edges. Then I can just go ahead, oh crap, where'd it go? I duplicated it, undo, reset view. Okay, so I think I want to make this a little bit thicker. I can't, there's a centerpiece. What is that? Scale 0.1. And when duplicating, you can use the screen to organize where the object gets copied at. So here we want it copied on the right side. So hit copy on. Put this. It'd be nice if this was like a solid number. This is on the z-axis. 13. 13. Okay, so again to the right. Honestly, making visual updates, aesthetic polishing is kind of my favorite thing to do, but you generally don't want to, that's not, you know, that shouldn't be the first thing you do. The first thing you should do is set up the game mechanics. Yeah, I mean, already, that's huge. I don't even know why I didn't have it. Okay, so in the double lane, there is no white line. I think I'm going to double check it, but we just saw. Scroll over here. If anyone has been driving recently on the highway, ideally in the USA, but I'll take any. Okay. Let's check that picture. Ooh, and this one's even got a yellow. We won't be using that. Yeah, see, it's not. There's like a little bit of that asphalt junk in between, which, we could totally add. And I think I'll just do some for right now so that I don't forget later, because I forget stuff all the time. I'm a human. Lightning. I saw Yope and Shogun do this before, and You know, I kind of like this camera angle. This is basically what I do all the time when I'm making games. Is I do this thing where I just like stroke the beard. Here, I don't know if anybody on TikTok is curious. This is what I do a lot. I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? That's not like the way that I look, and that's why I don't look in the mirror. But I do exercise. So okay, let's get a new black. No, I can't. So sometimes the visual materials doesn't let you make more visual materials, but now I can't make more visual materials, which is it just means it's gonna make it more difficult for me. But that's fine. We'll call this void, black void, because I might add like a white void later or colors. Go in here, check this out. And another thing to do would be flatten this. So now it's flat. Gotta love the new physics ability to just flatten the crap out of everything. I'm just gonna put this right here. And this way, whenever I'm crossing the road, well, I guess I don't see it because I don't know where it is. Okay, so the egg is over there, so let's move this up here. Yeah, that looks good. Notice there's a shadow. That's not good. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Yeah, so it's slightly hovering above the ground, which totally makes sense. And actually, I will need to add this as a reusable object later, but we're not there yet. So I'm just taking this and just moving it right before it disappears. Okay, so some of it's already disappearing. Let me look at the rotation. So we notice the rotation is set up so that it's like this isn't 90, it's 91, which I'm all about getting things to be exactly where they need to be. That. So that's where the 41 is. So it looks like it's basically, yeah, and maybe we can even get like a little bit, so no, I want to do it slowly. Okay, well that's fine. And then we go here, and this object has no physics, it's purely aesthetic. And aesthetically, where is it? What? Okay. Let's just turn this camera on. Where is it? Where are you at? Is there any other? Okay, basic, no physics. Okay, maybe it's too flat. Maybe I made it too flat. Let me just make it weird. Okay. Object is not showing. That's suspicious. Maybe the bus is, you know what? Maybe making an unmovable object. And then it won't move if it is moving. Oh, what? That's so weird. Okay, let's go ahead and just move it right in front of Mr. Chicken. So we should see it when we hit the game. Yeah, so it's not there. Let's give it some thickness. Let's change the color. Okay, so something's going on. Oh, I accidentally turned it invisible. Duh. Oh man, now I felt like I make mistakes. Yeah, there it is. All right, lightning. It's you where you need to be. I do find that is a big common mistake I have all the time. accidentally turn. Yeah, that looks great. I could even make it maybe a little bit more gray. Let's move it over here. Yeah, like that. I think I'm gonna do something like this. And it like that, yeah. So I wanna like not see the tip of it, yeah. I think I'm spending way too much time on this. Let's doing something else. I think what we were missing with the vehicles, yeah, that, let's save it, let's save it. I want to add a game over sequence where if you know, let's say you're not paying attention and the chicken hits the back, have it say game over. So, go back here and let me show you. Show you the game. Oh, and then the other chickens. So yeah, I should add other chickens too. Honestly, I would love to add some like AI setup to it, but I don't know how to do that. But, let's go ahead and just add some chickens. And this will give me an opportunity to like dress up some chickens. Oh, and I also wanted to make this in the video that we just saw. At the starting point, you can see that it looks like there's a decent amount of grass. Yeah, I mean, this game was a lot of fun. Let's move this bus, which I think I will be using later. To the side, grab this. We can add some, let's go grab some arrows. Oh, that's the wrong arrow. Right, copy, oop, nope, copy, nope, copy. And I wonder if I can, blue, okay, so exclude. Let's do this, let's get a container. We're gonna make this a reusable object because we're gonna use it. I guess we're just going to use it in the beginning, maybe at the ending. And this will have a red object set up over here so that if it collides, it's at a collision trigger. broadcast. Fly with the green. The player is green. On collision, broadcast, execute. And I believe broadcast has already set the game over. Yep. Let's take this and move it in there. And I believe we can still. Let's make this. I always like to have my numbers line up where I can. That just. That's like the ADHD in me, or. No. Okay, yeah, so that looks great. Should it be on the other side? Probably. Let's not worry about it. So let's go over here. And we can grab it, move it here. Let's do this. And then we can just start copying it. That should be good enough. And we can do the same thing going the other way. Things are getting in the way. Okay. Now, so if you start and you just let go, that's the crushes them, and it, yeah. Okay, so we got that part set up. Let's see, do I want this game? I want it to be maybe endless. Okay, so we got these vehicles. The vehicles spawn. Now, the switch node has an interval that goes every 5 seconds right here. And every 5 seconds it activates the switch node. And this switch node decides which of one of 4 vehicles, or one of 3 vehicles to spawn. Is there another way to do it? I use broadcasters. Yeah, so this is a good place to test different. Yes, a broadcaster, and we can listen. Lane 1. Okay, so I have a broadcaster set to lane 1. We have maybe here we add an interval. And what these are spawning every 5 seconds. That should be fine. You know what? I always like doing this. So we can just add a randomizer. Instead of 5 seconds, it can be anywhere between 4 and 6 seconds. It's not that much of a deal, like if it's 4.2 to 4.6 or 5.5. These time frames are literally, it's 2 seconds worth. So 1001, 1002. But I do feel like this adds a little bit more of a dynamic element each time you start the game, because the car could be a little bit faster or slower. And then if I later want to change this to change these numbers higher, or I guess technically lower to make it spawn faster, I can't. So yeah, let's add it. And we can have an interval, you at interval, and on random value, interval, and we set the duration. So this is executed. We're going to move this number to 0 because the number is coming from top. Okay. So here we have the interval. And then we have a switch node. And this is what I use to call these random vehicles. All these vehicles have a spawn node in there, but how can I get a spawn node not, I may want to use it more than once, which again, I may need to just label these. I label this one. What, I don't know what a layer is. Take this and I duplicate it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it does look like I can just have these separate. And how many lanes am I gonna have? I mean, I guess I could have the chicken cross the road and then go back. Yeah, that would, instead of like continuing to move forward in the game Crossy Royale, you do go to the finish line and then back. And I could just have the whole point of the game be collecting these eggs that I can have spawn randomly. Then you just collect it. Yeah, so I mean, that's not a bad idea. Just fleshing out the game mechanics. But we're gonna have a bunch of lanes. Like we got 2 lanes here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes here. I do feel like is there not supposed to be something in the middle? I think there is. Hold on, let me go look at another highway. Yeah, each lane has the dotted stuff. Let's go ahead and add. I think we're just missing some dots. What? Lines. Like this, yeah, this, no, look, see this picture, you got the 2. I mean, does nobody have, wait, here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so each car is in their own lane. And this is missing some in the middle. Are they all also even? Okay, so they don't look like perfect, well, these look perfectly even over here. Here we go. Are these even? I think they're supposed to be even. I think they're supposed to be even. Just, we'll make them even. Okay, this is kind of like a, I don't want to say oval, but a square with rounded edges. So why don't we get a square with rounded edges, and then we stretch it out. It will look. And I do think I'll need to make this a reusable item because we're gonna want a lot of lanes. Yeah. And then maybe I can turn off the lanes if I'm not using them because they'll all be connected by a broadcast listener, or all the spawning cubes will have broadcast listeners, so I can still communicate it to spawn or not spawn by putting things throughout the map. Yeah, it makes sense. I haven't thought about exactly how I'm gonna do all this. I just wanted to make a chicken cross the road, and yeah. So now I'm thinking about it. Okay, so that looks. I mean, honestly, the fake lane looked better than the real lane. In my opinion. Get that up just right. Okay, let me do something. I'm gonna go into the TikTok and turn this off here. How do I turn this off? Connection is good. Oh man. Oh wait, there's a button. And let me do it. I feel like I've had some, I had like 20 people watching yesterday and I was making a game, and there's a difference between it being on, I was using a phone to record and recording directly from the device. Hold up. I had background music. Let's get that back on. Let's so many devices going on over here. Okay. What is this cube? It's just a random cube. You're not doing anything. Delete. Let's get the sidewalks set up. I kind of, let's utilize the copy feature where if you just slide to the left, it'll copy it to the left, and then I can just delete every other. And I will probably put this into a container later. I just want to see how it looks. Great thing about making games on HiPipe is you can just visually feed immediately if you like it or not. Just delete. And then again, tap and hold to select multiple items. I feel like I can make like infinity videos on tapping and holding to select things. Okay. So okay, so I gotta delete it and I gotta move it back. I put in a request to have a separate delete button, but that's like one of the reasons why I think it would be helpful. The HiPipe team is really great at listening to developers and their thoughts, so that's cool. It's actually kind of a little weird because it's like so unfamiliar, but it's like a good weird. Like, hold up, this time. Yeah, because I guess, I don't know, I'm used to the complete opposite. Which is fine. I mean, let's go back. Sometimes I think of it like find a way to get something to work instead of waiting for something to work. I think that's how, yeah, I think that I said that perfectly. So when giving feedback and responses and then seeing changes happen, it's super cool. Yeah, that looks better. Let's get this chicken and see how he looks. Okay, so right now we can see the chicken is like in the ground. I don't know if you can see that, but he is. And yeah, I don't know about that. The issue is right now the stone. Yes, sidewalks look a little different, so I don't like that. I would prefer some kind of consistency. But I think that could just be the color. Now it looks better. I don't know if it's just like the angle. I'll take a look to make sure that they're all the same white color. I also have a rotator on the light, which causes the light to move. And I'm just basically trying to mimic the sunlight, but I think it's moving a little bit too fast because you don't notice the shadows move unless you're in the same place for, let's say, at least 30 minutes. So having it move in like 10 seconds is a little bit much. Okay, so we got this random. I think this is less time. Or we want more time. Right, more time means a higher number. A higher number means a faster rotation. I don't even think I need to change these numbers. I think I need to change over here. Yeah, okay, so I do need a higher number, but then, no, a lower number. It's lower number. Yeah, I wonder if I can go over here. And select this and hit duplicate. No, I didn't want to duplicate you, I wanted to duplicate you. Okay, so it looks like none of those attachments lasted. Alright, so back to getting objects to spawn in lane 1. Trying to use the least amount of spaghetti, which is what we call all the lines all over the place. And the battery is going down on the iPad. I'll take a deeper look once we get to like 50%. So we got the random node. This changes the speed of the duration of the interval, and on time to get the speed node, the switch node. I just need to have labels. Right now, I know I can just label each of these and that'll work. But it doesn't seem like the best efficient way to do it. But sometimes you have to do it inefficiently, or you can find how to do it efficiently. That's where we at. Let's do it like that. Let me get this thing. Okay, lane one. The thing is I'm gonna have all these vehicles and they're all going one direction. Then I'm gonna have them go in another direction. I'm like, in my mind, I'm just hoping I can come up with like a better, faster solution right now. And then I could just do that. But it's not coming up. It's not the better, faster solution that I don't know about doesn't exist yet. I haven't thought about it. I'm kind of wishing I could that, you know, that's how it is sometimes. You gotta go through the process. Find out what works, what doesn't work. I do enjoy like doing the same, even though I find this process inefficient. I'm literally having a spawn node for each lane that I'm gonna have, and I want to have like a dozen lanes or maybe 20. I ideally would like to have an infinite amount of lanes, and then the camera movement, which we spent like a good too much time to talk about in the beginning of the video, so I'll figure that out or something later. Same concept applies of trying to find the most efficient way to get things done, but I don't know them. Don't know it. I do know how to get this done, and this worked pretty well. So we got to get the first 2 lanes done before we can even work on lane 20. And maybe by lane 20, I'll have figured out a way to do it. And if not, that's okay too. Let's get to lane 1. Okay, so before we do lane 1, let's, I guess we got all these other cars and vehicles, and I want tanks, and I want the spawning to just be so random. Like look, this is like half of the cars that I want, and we got tires over here. Special thanks to HealthBot. He helped add some of these vehicles. You can do cooperative game development with your homies in the app, which is mind-blowing. And yeah, he was watching my stream because you can also watch other people. I don't know if I have. That. Go here. Okay, yeah, you can set it to do not disturb, but you can also watch people make games, which is great. And yeah, HealthBot on HyPipe saw me making a game, and he seemed kind of bored, and we were chatting. And then I asked if he wanted to help me, and he said yes. And then he just went in, got 1.3% dropped frame rate. That's pretty good, man. Better than, I believe I was at like 50% or something ridiculous. And I was somewhere bad. Yeah, yeah. So tires are easy. I got the tires set up. You can add tires to all these vehicles. I'm just trying to space these out a little bit because yeah, I definitely want to add these buses too. So you know what? Let's just do these buses right now. I'm gonna delete this. I'm I'm even tempted to like make a parking, but I think that's hilarious. So I'm not gonna do that. The cool thing about this bus is this bus kind of looks a little bit more like a San Francisco bus, and right now I have like New York style buses because NYC. Let me make it a little bit more space, and we're just gonna yeah let's take care of lane 1 and 2. I've been streaming recently on TikTok at Hyper Casual Games. I believe that there's an S, and just trying to spend hours. I think I've been live for like an hour and 10 minutes. I find, and I guess this is a little bit different because I'm on YouTube and speaking to the past, but I find one, when I go live on TikTok, I am able to, sometimes I won't even talk. So like right now I'm talking basically the whole time, explaining the process that I don't know how to do, but I'm trying to figure out, or explaining the things between what I know how to do and what I don't know how to do, and trying to bridge that gap. I think that's a better description. But you know, it's easier to give oneself crap than it is praise, unfortunately. Okay, let's get these going. We know how to set up the spawner for the lanes. These vehicles look great. I want to spend a day messing with the colors. Because I mean, the colors are good, but there's like just dope stuff you can do with colors, or what we call in hype visual materials. There's also physical materials. Oh, let's move this up. Up. Yeah, that's weird. So like one of them is in a grid and the other is not. I'm gonna do this. Yep. Yeah. It's like one of those things. I wish I was like a professional developer, and I just wish I knew how to do everything instantly. Like literally, life doesn't work that way. I know this. I've been doing life for a long time. Not how it works. Okay. Spawn. I'll call this one what? Spawn. Let's see how we set this up. No, wait. We gotta look at this. Object spawn at. I wonder if I can set this what is it called? Broadcaster, because broadcaster sends data. We can try it. We can try it for sure. I believe. But then does it need to have? I mean, I can put the spawn here. Then it has to touch back. I guess this is a process of exploration, trying to figure out how things work, and that people frustrated along the way. Why don't we try both? Here. Got the switch node, this activates. You got to change these to probability distribution. This is my best, most favorite way to do randomization because it's just ridiculously easy. Basically, we got 3 scenarios. Obviously, we got like 25, 50 different kind of vehicles, so we're gonna have more. So if I can find a way to make this quicker and faster while doing it the way that I know how to, that would be good. Yeah, okay, so we cannot put 50 spawners in this node. We just can't. So the spawner will need to be in here. And so if we go here, let's say let's spawn, this is lane 1. How did I do it over here? Lane 2. Oh wait, no, it's up here. Oh, you know, but I could put this straight up in lane 2. Yeah, do that. I should do that. I'm gonna do that right now. So I'm basically gonna set up this. No, I don't want this. I'm gonna set this up. Let's call this lane 2. So this is nice. This will help organize things, make it look a little bit better than it looks now, and yeah, that's always a good thing. So lane 2. Let's do what we did here. Add a randomizer. Again, this is just for time. Make the time a little bit different. And then we're gonna need, we're gonna need a interval. What's the interval? On value, interval duration. Remove this number if it's not a thing. And then we activate the switch. Which I haven't created yet. Edit probability. Gotta use the pencil. I've been working on like cool pen movement things. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Just like making games is a struggle. Doing cool pen tricks is a struggle. Okay, so let's go here. I believe we just execute it. Let's take a look at this just to see. Oh, not execute. Yeah, that's fine. Select here. Spawner lane. No, lane 2 execute, not lane 1. So let's just go ahead and fix. Delete this one and do it again. Execute. And then lane 3. I can't see it. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Vehicle 3. Let's say vehicle because I'm insecure about the way I say car. Trouble pronouncing the letter R. Where's that? Technically, fun fact, English is not my first language. And that's absolutely wow. So let's delete this. But it is basically the only language I speak. Although I speak a lot of languages. Okay, so what is this connecting green line? These two have green lines. Oh, here, this object to spawn, and you connect it here. And only lane 2's have it. So in the container, in the reusable container of the car, you have the spawn node, and then the spawn node connects to the container. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's just make sure it still works. We deleted what we had before. I'm just gonna hit play. I was trying to take like a look at something else. But... Okay, so as we can see, it's not working. I probably didn't turn something on. Yeah, I didn't turn that on. That needs to be on. This needs to be on. And this I don't think needs to be on, but let's just see what it looks like with it off. With the camera, and we can move around. Yeah, maybe it does need to be on. Can you turn it on now? Interesting. So it's not working, should be working. Okay, let's just go over it. Randomizer 0 to 5 seconds. Interval duration 0 to 5 seconds with the loop. Oh, here we go. Interval was not turning the switch on. Common mistake, and this is why I don't have the solution to everything, because I literally forget to turn stuff on. Oh, but we saw the vehicle, so that looked good. There's the yellow vehicle, the bus. Well, after. And I don't hear the audio in the game, but there should be audio. Yeah, there should be audio. Oh, there it is. I just heard. I was just thinking there's one way I can have... I know of one way I can have multiple... Instead of having 3 cars with 3 different containers, there's a way I can do 1 car. What I've done in other games is like you can turn some objects visible and you can make some objects invisible. But having a dozen different vehicles be visible or invisible, while totally doable, I'm trying to like even give all the different cars different kinds of wheels and things, so I don't even think anybody's gonna notice it, but I'll notice. So it matters to me. Yeah, something to keep thinking about. This isn't the most efficient way, but maybe I'll get there by lane 20. Let's get to lane 10 maybe before we're on lane 2. Okay, got lane 2, 3, and then here. Yeah, but that works. That totally works. That's good. So let's set up lane 1. And we'll do these checks, make sure it's on, you know, what we missed before, like the loop, that's the duration, which turns on the switch. This one looks like it's all good to go. So here, wait, How does it know where? Oh, it doesn't know where. So we go lane 1, execute, on, execute, on. Over there. Oh, we just got enough to reach it. Execute. Okay, now we go here, and then you want object to spawn at. You want this. I'd love to find a more efficient way. Maybe I can ask someone. So I am very bad at asking for help. Not that I don't want help, it's I like to learn on my own, which is more difficult. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not trying to make sense. Okay, so spawn here. Okay. There we go. We got lane 1. Spawn. Obviously spawn lane 1. Spawn a 4 lane 1. Okay, so that should work maybe. Let's see, we got, yeah, this broadcast listener. Do I have a broadcast listener in lane 2? I do. And again, there are things that you can do, like turn things off, right? So if I wanted to, well, actually, I guess I would create a toggle to turn things off and on, so that each time something is signaled, it can, you know, turn it on or off, or as opposed to just off or just on. You want to be able to do both. But we're not even there yet. Let's just see if these 2 lanes work. Okay, and I believe they're at different speeds. I didn't hear the vehicle. There's one sound. Okay, so that car clearly has sound, and we can play with the colors and stuff later. I think I have like 3 different motorized sounds. I like it, the speeds look different. Oh, you know what I did want to check? This is cool because you can do like live troubleshooting. Is I wanted to see, oh, I guess we just select this. Random interval. So here we can see that the interval is set to 4.2. And right now I'm thinking is if I want to be able to try to have it so that the number, each car individually goes at a different speed, or have all the vehicles at the same speed. I think I'm just going to keep it the same speed right now because this is what I call, we're going to be doing grunt work, also known as what's like the boring stuff you did, like farming, or just it's just gonna be tedious. We're adding these spawn and nodes, right? We're gonna label them because labeling helps make things organized for the future, and future me will appreciate. So, oh, but here we can also do object to spawn. We can connect it to here, so that we don't have to connect it every time on this one. And then, yeah, let's just go to lane 5. Oops. I don't know. I do want to be able to read. Okay, so lane 3. One missing. Maybe I should just call this one lane 2. Here. Okay, and I think they're all, yep, they all got that spawn. And then I wonder if I can do, yeah, let's take a look at lane 1, lane 2. I mean, I haven't done anything to this one yet, right? So what if I have a broadcaster? Can I do font at? Okay, so this one looks like it does need to be, so something needs to be selected. I was gonna try to put it, yeah, no, okay, scratch, that idea did not work. But like, I like this setup. We're gonna have to have 20, again, not sure of a more efficient way yet. Yeah, let's just get to work. Because what I really want to see is first 2 lanes with a dope random variety of cars coming down the highway. And the cool thing is later we'll be able to go in and like randomize the colors of the cars that get spawned. So that'll be cool. So there'll be even more randomness. Now, how are we gonna get the camera to rotate 180 degrees once you get to the other side and get the egg? I don't know, but maybe I'll try to figure that out. Or you know, I can go to the Discord and ask for help. Yeah, I might need to do that. Okay, let's spawn object to spawn here. Did I set these up right? Yeah. And this one is lane 1. Okay, did I not? Okay. I think in my mind I labeled this, but my mind moved faster. To again, use the tools of the app to help create everything. It spawns everything vertically up. So just using that to our advantage. Lane. I think I'm on 3. Duplicate. Lane 4. Duplicate. Lane 5. Duplicate. Wait, yeah, we're just doing 5. Oh crap, I think I rotated something. We gotta change the name of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's a little confusing because the name of the node is on the top, and my mind wants it to be on the bottom. But I also believe if the name of the node was on the bottom, my mind would want the node to be on the top. So like, my mind was just trying to confuse myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, this one is like lane 6. I was get rid of lane 6's. literally straight up confusing me, and it's just like counting the five. We're gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna take a bathroom break, and then we're gonna also do a bus after. Well, after I guess maybe after the bathroom break. Object will spawn like this. Again, this is like straight up tedious work, but I do feel like that's how things get done. If you're not willing to do the tedious, boring work, then you're doing the thing where I can't count. 1 comes before 2. 2 comes before 3. Yeah, I think if you're not willing to do the tedious work, then you don't get to do the cool stuff. And honestly, I prefer to do the cool stuff because, but, and then you gotta do the work. That's how I see anything, whether anything. Okay, BRB, bathroom break. Oh, you know what? Let me save it. Oh my gosh. I'm good at saving things, but it's also like, yo, make sure you save everything. There's a copy left. So I like this. You can see other people make games. Live template. I check this out all the time. Honestly, like when I'm editing videos, I'm editing a video right now. And it's a lot of work, but I'm like super excited about the video. That being said, let's wire the mesh. Sometimes it's good to just close the app and reopen it. Cool. I will be back in a moment. Oops. Oh, what? See, no, that's not. I want to go with. Oh, it's because I left the app and came back. Okay. So I'll just end the stream whenever the battery gets really low. And then we'll... Okay, that car is a little bit too low, so I'll need to move that up a little bit. That one looks good. That one looks good, so it's mainly just the taxi. Let's go take a look at that taxi. This needs to go. Can I just move this taxi up? See if the taxi is a little bit. Nope, I just saw the taxi in that bus and it was still kind of low. It does look fine. I'll go with the taxi. So one thing I noticed is that they're basically coming at the same time, which we don't want, but we can fix that. Oops. Oh, that doesn't matter. It's like here. So the Y is set to 0. But here, the Y is also set to 0. So let's offset Y. Well, I think in the taxi, left move. Okay, so we have a node left move. Let's take a look at this one. I don't like this object. Let's just select a cube or something. Here we got the move and let's go here and do offset y 0.5. That's probably too much. Yeah, okay, so it didn't move it. Oh wait, there. Yeah, so that one's good. Okay, cool. So we need to do that for this one too. Okay, cool. And we got these set up. So let's go to the lane 1, and we got 1, 2, 3 more vehicles to add. Let's go ahead and select those. Switch, edit 1, 2, 3, change this number to 1. And they all. So if I want the bus to be less probability, or maybe even higher probability, I can increase the number, which is the cool part of using this system of lane randomizing. So this, I believe we're in lane 1. Yep, lane 1. So let's go here. Lane 1. Cute. Okay. 1 spawner. Execute. Okay. Okay. Alright, so something isn't working. So it looks like I'm missing something on those other vehicles, whether, I don't know what. Let's go find out. Let's take a look at this. This has no physics. This has stuff that I've created, such as the left move and the car sounds, which are add-ons, and you can just go like this, car sound. It's a left move, car sound, left move, car sound. Also, I noticed that this object is an unmovable kinematic object, and this doesn't have anything. I don't know if that has an effect, but let's see. If it doesn't show, then it clearly it has an effect. Okay, so I think it does. Let's go here. Unmovable object, kinematic, unmovable object. One move. Okay, now, oh, no. So it's basically got a 50% chance to spawn the ones that were working or the ones that are not working. Over here and see. There's something, I don't know if there's a automatic default sound. You don't need this. Are these set to reusable objects? Yes, reusable. So here I'm just trying to see what the difference between this and this. These 3 work, these 3 do not work. Spawner set to execute. Object spawn at lane 1. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I can check next. Oh, here we go. Spawn at. I didn't do the spawn at. It doesn't know where to spawn. I thought that. Okay, so 1. That's something I'm gonna have to fix with all of these right now. I thought this was done automatically when I copied the node. And the reason I thought that is because I want everything to be easy, and that would have been super easy, but clearly that's not the way. So let's do it ourselves. And if it's that way for that one, then we need it. That means it's for all of them. So here, the biggest thing is to make sure that the cube is lighting up green like that. If it lights up green like that, then we're good to go. Nope. And let me delete that arrow. maybe I don't want to like delete this arrow. I just don't want to be mistaken for anything. It doesn't do anything but tell me which way it's supposed to go. Okay, where were we? Lane 5. We don't need to do this because we only need to do this for lane 1. Lane 1. Okay, let's just work our way back. Clear. Clear. Lane 1, and then this is lane 2. Let's set this at lane 2. Okay. Lane 1. Not the middle of the road, so I must have not selected it properly. And lane 2. Yep, looking good. And still check this. Lane 1. Oh, look, it says it right there. It says spawn at lane 2. Okay, cool. Alright, I think that was. Oh, crap. No, I didn't mean to start the game, man. Yo, there it is. You know, and it does look a little better now in terms of they seem to be at different speeds. Well, maybe sometimes they're at the same speed. Yeah, I got squished. Okay, so we do want a little bit more room for error in that, which again, I wasn't even aware of that would be an issue until I set this up. And yeah, now I know. So where's that at? So basically, there's just like not a lot of space in between the cars, which makes it very difficult for a chicken to cross the road. So we gotta take that into consideration. And let's take a look at this road. I like this top-down look. We can look at the road, and I'm gonna look at the transform, and this is at a y of -7. See it up here, and that's just this. -7, that's 0, undo. Okay, so do is we go into here and see where this is. So the middle point between 0 and -7 is 3.5, and the middle point of 3.5 is like what, 1.75 or something like that. Yeah, I had to check that because I just don't trust myself anymore. Okay, so oh, but this must be at -3.5. And then what is this one at? -10. Okay, 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5. Yeah, it's good. Like, I don't think I'm good at math, but basic arithmetic I can do in my head in 0.1 seconds. So it helps. Okay, so I think that I don't actually think that's a lot. Is that better? I mean, I think in this level it's better because they don't always spawn at the same time, which is nice. But if they do spawn at the same time, is it impossible? I'm gonna select over here. So we have nothing selected. So we can just hit the restart button at the very beginning, which is at the top right up here. Okay. So I'm just hoping randomly they get spawned very close. This is nice though. It shows that random setup I have of whether it's spawning at 4 seconds or 6 seconds. It does add a good variable. Okay, yeah, so that's a little bit better. Let's see if we can get another test. Okay, that's not a good one. We want like almost the same time. A lot of playtesting when making a game. Playtest, playtest, playtest. Okay, so this is gonna be the best example. Let's check it out. Yo, okay, so that's like super difficult, but I did it. Again, I guess I didn't do it there, but I like it. I like it. Let's save it. Gotta make sure we save it. Save the progress. Okay, so let's add the bus. There could be issues with the bus because it's so big. Let's add the school bus. There's like stuff I want to do to it that I think is really fun, and yeah, I've been at it for a little bit. I've been, well, I guess not two hours. That's not bad. I've been trying to do more game dev hours daily, like every day. So on TikTok, I would sometimes live for like 3 hours, 4 hours. It just depends on what I'm working on. Yeah. To me, it's like if I spend more time in making the game, then my game gets made faster, which obviously makes sense. But like, yeah, yesterday I spent a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours, on trying to figure out the camera, which is what I spent maybe 20 minutes today, 30 minutes. I'll have to take a look. But yeah, so sometimes I'll spend hours trying to figure out how to do stuff I don't know how to do. And that's just like frustrating and exhausting, and then I gotta take a break. So I think I just need to have a better strategy of mixing in things like this, where I do things I know how to do, and then just do that. Because like, look at all these vehicles, and I'm gonna have to do basically all this. I want it to spawn on the other side. I ever figure out that camera rotation trick. So making a game, I guess it's kind of like create your own adventure, and you got to figure out what to do next. Okay, so I did want to see if maybe I don't need a physics for the object. Let's change this to a reusable. And maybe I'll play some games as well. There's a lot of new games as always. Alright. Oh no, there we go. Okay. Object to spawn. There we go. Spawn at, this is on 1, but we're gonna create multiple of these. I'm checking these dials and knobs on the right now just to see, make sure it's like the same. Yeah, we didn't miss any of that stuff. Yes, 1, 2. 4. Okay, let me see what my battery is at on the iPad. I'm trying to keep the stream going for maybe another 2 hours. I might just do it on TikTok because for whatever reason the battery usage is just insane, and there's like no outlets next to me, and my computer not. I think it's just I got a lot of stuff connected. So it's a lot of power. Yeah, it doesn't like my computer. Maybe I can disconnect this. Do anything? No. Maybe it's the outlet. Yeah, it just doesn't like it. TV, I'm not using a TV record page. We got power. Okay, cool, because I was worried about it. Okay, get back to the bus. We got add-ons over here. Move left. And just add this car sound. And yeah, we just need to go into these new containers. This one, and what? Add a bus. Let's go ahead and put 2, just so it's, what is that percentage? 20. There's a 25% chance of it fine. And we're just doing it for testing purposes. What? This one only has, okay, so I guess, well, let's add some 4, 5, 6, 7. This one 2. These are all equal to 1. I guess I did not set up the other vehicles, but we can do that now. Select it. Come on. Vehicle number 4, lane 2, execute. Number 5, lane 2, execute. Lane 6, execute. And lane 7 for lane 2, execute on bus. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Let's just stop. Okay, switch is selected, and we're going to here to the bus. Yeah, let's go. This is lane 1. Yep. That's lane 1 at the top. Execute. Now I want to test it because this has no physics, which is fine. And I don't even know if it'll spawn. There's a 25% chance. So it looks like the 25% chance it's happening. Oh, and then we just saw the bus. For some reason it's in the sky. Oh, and those are going the wrong way too. Good to know. Like I said, some of the bus. So we got the bus. We got the black and white vehicle. I'm gonna go over here. So the bus. Alright, let's take a look at the bus and the black and white vehicle, which is this one. Take a look at this. Rotation looks to be set up the same. It has the left move onto it, so I'm trying to remember. Did I see this vehicle spawn? Okay, this is cool. We got a bug. Got to figure it out. Let's see. Oh, enable kinematic detection. I think that's the thing that these don't have. Well, that one has it. So maybe that's not the thing at all. This one worked, right? Yeah. The bus did not work. Okay, so something is a little bit different between some of these objects. This is just not lined up like they could be. So we're gonna go to snapping, snap to grid, and let's just try to get these all. So these are all in the same place, so that's. Now it's just for organizational purpose. We do have bigger issues at hand. This is lane 1. All these should be above lane 1. Whoa, what happened? Okay, yeah, let's undo, 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 undo. Okay, so I don't know what happened to the other lanes, but they're gone. Wait, did I? Maybe I didn't set it up for these. Yeah, maybe I didn't. These all have 5 lanes. Okay. I was gonna guess I didn't set that up. Okay, so what is going on? We got this. This is moving the objects at random speeds. These 3 vehicles move correctly. Look, switch, spawner, and 2. Spawn at lane 1. spawn at lane 1, spawn at lane 1. Okay, so this one's not set, so that's and we forgot to do. Let's look where that happens. Spawn at lane 2. Spawn at lane 2. And it's not set as well. Maybe this wasn't set for the buses. Yeah, it was not. Lane 2. Again, this is a lot of spaghetti, but maybe by lane 20 I'll know a better way to do this. Okay, so let's see what's up. We got the black and white, we got the blue card, we got that one and that one. That's the blue card. There's like a red one, I believe. There it is. But we're not getting the bus. The bus should be spawning 25% of the time too. Oh, that was the taxi. Oh, you know what? We never set up the I wanted to test. I should have a notepad. I do have a notepad. I wanted to test having no physics. And it seems like that test shows that we need to have some kind of physics going on. And I feel like now would have been a good time for a bus. Nope. But before the bus was spawning on top, okay, what is different with this? Let's take a look. Here we got rotation 0, 90, 0, 0, 90, 0. It's got the nodes, the add-on nodes, which are used to help have a mechanic or piece, and then you can just drag that mechanic into the vehicle. Let's change all these objects, vehicles we want to have red. Reference object set. We got green, 2 green lines from here. Let's follow them. 1, 2, oh yeah, 2. What about here? Okay, so now we can see, I guess sometimes you can see the lines and sometimes you can't. Oh, you know, here it is, this is why. It looks like I had never connected it, which is kind of strange. I mean, literally we were testing it, so if I didn't connect it, yeah, here, look, these are not connected. Whoa, man. Okay, yeah, so that's why it wasn't turning on. Everything was set up, but it wasn't turning. We just saw the yellow bus. We just saw it. It's way too low. That's okay. And so technically the red car was also not spawning on lane 2 because we never connected it. But I didn't notice that because lane 1 was working. Was that car too low? Okay, so we gotta add some wheels. We got some shadow movement happening. Alright, how did we do the vehicle offset? I think we just went to the spawn here. And we did like 0.5, I believe. So I think that should work. Let's test it. And if this works, we're gonna call it a day. I mean, I'm still gonna be working on this on my iPad, on TikTok, but no talking. A lot of talking. I've been. Okay, so we still need to move the bus up. Got 2 peeps hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Spawn offset y of 1. X, Y, Z, and Y is up and down. So let's see how that looks. And I'm gonna add some wheels in a second. Say peace out on the YouTube. Come on, bud. You got 25% chance. There we go. There we go. One more. Lane 2 is looking good. Let's get that lane 1 going. Boom. Cool. Yeah. That's the game I'm currently working on. Crossy Road. Gonna have to figure out the camera at the end. Right now, we got. Oh, I should check it like walking in between buses. Like that crack in the road. Right now I'm trying to get bouncy eggs. You collect the eggs and have the camera spin. That camera spin, man, that is just tricky. Because the camera's attached to the chicken. So I can't seem to spin the chicken without spinning the camera. I guess these are problems you get with chickens, but thanks for hanging out.